All right, we are kicking off Super Bowl week with a familiar face, very, very good friend of the show. He always brings the electricity. Caesar's Palace ambassador and also Buckingham Palace ambassador. He doesn't talk about that much. Not sure how that happened. The great Kenny Mayne is here. What's happening?
You guys
Kenny?
are so desperate. You're going to me on Tuesday. Like,
What?
What's after this? How bad does the show get?
I'll tell you what. I don't like now you're working out now, and I don't know what other supplements you're taking, but your arms are have never been bigger, and it's disgraceful to me.
I'm trying to stay healthy. Gretchen has me on a dietary plan, healthy fats and all that. Throw some avocado mayonnaise on tuna, and you're good.
Right. All right. Wow.
That's
Well,
the secret.
really, what are you doing with the
I'm
arms?
sucking in my gut because I feel like I've gained some in the middle that I'm not happy about.
But what about the arms? How are you doing that?
I lift like twice or 3 times a week. I do squats mostly to protect my bad ankle because if you work on the rest of your body, it'll, you know what I'm saying?
I forgot.
then
I knew
why
it,
the
We are
gut?
health
I
and
knew it
fitness with
involved
Sal.
weights. I knew it involved weights.
Pilates. Gretchen made me do Pilates 5 days in a row. I almost wanted to die. The lady's singing, now do such and such. Now, can we swear on this show?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
You
I
know.
was like, fuck you, lady. I'm not. No,
You
I'm
can't
not.
say that word.
You
No,
just said
no.
I could swear.
Yeah, but not that. That's
Okay.
that's terrible.
Well, beep it out later.
Gretchen is his personal trainer, right? You say it like everybody knows. No. All right. Well, so here you are. This is great. I'm looking at the Seahawks. You have to be happy with their season. And
Unbelievably.
Geno Smith.
I predicted on a show, might have been you,
Yeah.
in August, July, son. I don't know what they're going to do, but I believe in Pete. If he says it's good with Geno, it's good with Geno. Like, the man's given us great football for a decade. Why am I going to question him now?
Pete,
you know?
not Geno. Yeah.
What's that? Yeah.
Pete, yeah, okay, yeah.
And Geno exceeded expectations. I was really happy for him personally. Like, how cool is that where people kind of gave up on you and you get your shot? So hopefully they continue to have success. They got a bunch of draft choices, from
Yeah.
that trade.
So you
So
have to mostly be happy with the fact that the division is falling apart a little bit,
Yep.
right? The Niners
Yep.
should be great.
Rams are
But
done.
This time last year, we laugh, but it does seem like
Rams
they
are
saved
being
up.
relegated
That's
to
it?
a lower division Premier League.
They're going
yeah.
to USFL?
Yeah. So speaking of that, we did it. My favorite story has nothing to do with your question. XFL. Remember when the guys could put whatever they want on their
Sure.
jersey?
Yeah.
He hate me.
Sure.
So we did the He Hate Me Super Bowl Spectacular and pretended that he stayed out all night.
Awesome.
And that just flashed in my mind right then. Thank you for your time.
Rod Smart.
By the way, he canceled. That's why we have you on here
Oh,
today. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't want to bring that
Oh,
up.
but the Seahawks, that was
Yeah.
the point of the question. Yeah, I like their chances. And they could have beat San Francisco, even though they got blown out in the end. They don't fumble the ball, right? Geno's driving. They're going to take the lead. This is the top of the third quarter. Instead, everything collapsed. Everything melted down after that.
Yeah.
If they had taken the lead and showed, hey, we're still with you guys,
That is different.
different
Yeah.
game. So Seattle wins the Super Bowl by 5.
There's a lot of talk about referees, and everybody hates the referees, and it doesn't seem like it's
There's
going to
only
get
one
better.
referee. The others have other names.
Oh,
They're
they are?
game officials. I hate it when
Linesmen?
it's like the cups here.
Yeah.
I'm OCD about your cups. You can't see it. But
You're very upset
there's
about the
one
Cubs.
ref. He has the white hat. The
Yeah.
other guys have other jobs. They're not refs, just one.
Okay, so it's just one. So if you're blaming the refs, it's just one person.
Just the one guy.
That's it.
You can blame the greater official, the group of officials.
Yes. Now I thought that was a horribly officiated game, and I don't like talking about it. Now I end up talking about it more than anybody because I still do think the
How
best.
come
two
these
teams
guys
are
never
in
get
it.
to say it?
I'm
This
going
is
to bring
very-
Shaq into
it is.
I'm
I
going to
mean,
bring
it's
David
buried
right
over here.
now.
Okay.
In one of the worst officiated Super Bowls, you were on the losing end
Oh,
of that, and
Pittsburgh
Shaq's
and
team.
Seattle?
He's a
Oh,
Steelers
come
fan.
on. There was. I can justify play by play all the ones that the Seahawks fans bellyache
Garbage calls.
about.
Also, our tight end dropped like 7 passes.
That's
That-
also
that didn't
true.
help
Were
things
you
either.
most upset after that game than any other?
I let it go. I had just been kicked off Dancing with the Stars, so really, I had a pretty
Lot going on.
I didn't have a lot of
I
pride
see.
at that point. What I was mad about is Stevie Wonder wasn't the halftime show. He's from Saginaw.
Oh, yeah.
Right. The game's in Detroit. They got the Rolling Stones. He used to open for them as a youngster.
Right.
But he still should have been the man at halftime, or they should have comboed it together.
That's what you were mad about. Not
that was the thing I
calls.
was the most mad about. I got to work with him that morning, or I got to
Interesting.
interview him.
Okay. Go
Do
ahead,
you
Shaq.
think
Wait, I got something else I'm mad about.
Oh,
You ready
yeah.
for this one? In Arizona, we did a story where the Sopranos, Tony Sirico, God rest,
Yeah.
Paulie Walnuts, he wanted Super Bowl tickets. This is in real life. He calls me, hey, kid, I need 4 Super Bowl tickets. And he hangs up. I'm like, I just got threatened by Tony Sirico. So we decided to make that our story. We ended up blowing up a car in the desert. We had a little person working with. We had a lot of stuff going on in that story. And we did get him tickets through the good graces of Mark Dalton, the what is he called? Like the manager of the Arizona Cardinals, the media
The
manager.
referee.
No, he's not a referee. He's not an official. He's like the media relations guy. And we did get to blow up a car, so that was fun. But we interviewed Tom Petty, rest in peace as well, legendary rock star, right? American rock.
Right.
And they never ran the piece. I was like, how did you not run Tom Petty for a 4-hour pregame show? No, he's not that big. What do you mean he's the halftime act? He's Tom Petty.
Yeah.
So I just want to get some grievances out of the way before we talk about
All
the
right.
football.
Grief. Share your grief, if there was any, about the Malcolm Butler game.
Well, that's the subject of my story for Caesars, of which I'm an ambassador in addition to the Queen of England, the King of England, I should say. God rest.
The ambassador wears the black
Yeah,
hat.
I wear many hats. Heavy as the crown. I am doing a story. We're in mid-production of this fantastic piece that was seen worldwide on the internet. And I'm going to exercise the demons of that terrible day. If you're a Seattle fan, we're at the one. I'm sitting with Gretchen. That's my wife and personal trainer. And so we were at New York the year before, right? They beat Denver in a big way. We're at the one. And there's like 50 whatever seconds. It's like run the clock. Don't give Brady the ball. Like I'm worried we're going to give him too much time because I know we're going to score, obviously.
Right.
And then that happens, and I just stared at the field like, did that just happen? Like, what just happened? So yeah,
Imagine the last 5 minutes, last 3 minutes of that game, Brady improbably drives him down the field, does what everybody in the stadium knew. The only chance they has is if 12 does it, and he does it in the biggest spot against the best defense of the generation.
Right.
Wonderful stuff. Game over. What a storybook ending. And then the wheel route from Marshawn, and then the insane catch. At that moment,
Jermaine Kearse with that
would
catch.
you maybe feel a little bit bad, though? Would you feel a little bit bad for the Patriots that they keep losing in Super Bowls on ridiculous plays?
No, I wouldn't have felt bad at all.
No,
They
you
won
wouldn't.
every Super Bowl
We're
up
just
until
a
then by
little,
3.
like we're Mayberry with skyscrapers. We're just a little town up there just trying to, get by. And Kearse makes the catch. Marshawn almost got in on the next play. I would not have given it to Marshawn. I would have faked it to him and rolled left side.
That's right.
Ooh.
Run it in, throw it in, or throw it away. Now it's third down, right? So I don't think the play call was so horrible. The execution was what was horrible.
I agree. Put pressure on him with Wilson, right?
Yeah, and Ricardo Lockett, no offense, he's not our number one receiver. Maybe that's why they thought it was going to work, that they wouldn't be suspecting we're throwing there. But I think Russell looked too early. Ricardo didn't really shout. The ball wasn't right at him. It should have been like in here and not out there.
And the thing that angered me but first of all, it's the Super Bowl that didn't involve my team. I'm going to get to this in a second. That I'm most upset about because I had so much money on it, and I was watching with so many a-hole Patriots fans at the time, famous, not famous, doesn't matter. The thing that gets me mad is Belichick was doing it. He was rolling the clock down for you.
Yes.
So that concern about Brady, don't leave him too much time. It's like, no, this idiot is doing
He
it.
choked. I contend, and Patriots fans push back on this, I contend Belichick choked.
I do too.
He froze in the moment. He should have called timeout. It didn't make sense
No,
that he
everyone's
let
like,
the
oh, no, it's Jedi
no,
mind
he's playing
tricks.
head
Yeah.
games with PK.
I
No, he
hate
wasn't.
that. I hate it.
I don't know
still
the
hate
answer to that.
But let's just go with our answer. It's
Okay.
funnier. Yeah.
That's fine. I lost a future bet
Yeah.
from the year before, bet legally at a legal establishment, and that hurt. But more, it was just like it was right there to take. We're at the one. How do you
Yeah.
not score from the one with 3 shots?
Which Super Bowl that didn't involve your team, if you could reverse one result? That wasn't asked in the proper format, but you know what I'm saying.
Start again with the question, please.
Okay. When your personal trainer Gretchen has you on fruits and raisins, if you could reverse the result of one Super Bowl that didn't involve your team.
I think my heart goes out to Buffalo. Didn't they drop? Was it 4 in a row?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right, but
drop
don't give them
4.
the Dallas ones.
Yeah, I'm gonna give them one of them. I mean,
Giants, fine.
that's such a heartbreak. They're such good fans up there, and they had a really good to make the Super Bowl 4 in a row is pretty good by itself. So I'd give Buffalo a championship,
Okay, that's
but they
fair.
want to earn it. And they reject us.
Give them the Washington one, the second one. The Giants one is still great.
were blowouts, right?
Yeah.
Well, the Giants
they,
were close.
They
Yeah,
destroyed the
Dallas
Cowboys
was
whipped them.
52-17 and 30-13.
Washington whipped them pretty good too.
Yeah.
But the Scott Norwood 2019,
Yeah.
that really changes the trajectory of pro football because Bill Parcells, I don't know if is he definitely even a Hall of Famer without that one? I don't know about
Interesting.
that. Also, that game, one of the craziest inflection points in Super Bowl history is.
Whitney
do you remember?
Houston. Oh, inflection. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I don't mean like that kind of
Gotcha,
inflection.
yeah.
Yeah. with Jeff Hostetler. Bruce Smith sacks Jeff Hostetler in the end zone and hits him on the hand.
Strong.
He should have fumbled the ball.
Yeah.
And then it would have been like 21. I think it would have been 21-0, right? Wouldn't
Yeah.
that have been the score? And then the game would have been over. But instead, it only goes for a safety.
I can remember that play vaguely. I can remember more so junior high play. We were against Lakota. Lance Mihawk.
Let's hear it.
Okay, I'm like 5'8", 130 pounds. They throw me in because I can throw better than the other
I
guy.
think I lost a futures bet on this.
Yeah, and Lance Mihawk caught the ball in bounds. We beat Lakota, and they ruled him out of bounds. One of the most egregious calls in junior high football history. I'm not over it. Not over it by any means.
Is that where you learned all the different referees, line judge, side judge?
Yeah, back judge, umpire. They have an umpire.
You played yourself. People forget what didn't end in junior high or middle school.
I played some. I was good, not great. I could throw. I can still throw. I was a better thrower than I was a quarterback.
What about now? How far can you throw? We had this out a few
Still-
weeks ago in Vegas.
I need.
Eddie
Give me.
Spaghetti and Mikey Meatballs were around
Can I have a month to warm up, or like how long do I get to warm up?
about 30 seconds. I'll
Like,
let you
what's
throw the
the
ball
cha-
at Martin. Yeah.
I mean,
What do you think? All right.
no
whatever
warm
you
up
need.
today out on the street in the 50s, I think.
Really?
Give me a month of training. I can get closer to 60. Because across the
Wow.
field is 53, right? Straight across.
Yeah.
So that I can do that all day.
Oh, well, we could do it the other way, and then we would actually know.
I
how
cannot
to
throw a
go.
ball 100 yards. In fact, nobody can. Jim Thorpe couldn't.
You
even
don't
do that.
have to start at the end.
You know who could throw the ball a hell of a long way?
Who?
Jared Lorenzen.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, he
the
was-
hefty
Oh, that
lefty.
dude could just
The
heave
Pillsbury
ball.
throw boy.
I think Randall could throw it up to 80, because we would stay after practice, or sometimes just screwing around, in the spring, and just see who run up and just wing it.
Right.
And I was in the 70s back then, low 70s.
Wow.
But Randall literally could throw a ball 80, 82.
Sheesh.
Ball, it's like when you're playing golf with a really good golfer, and your garbage shot has a slice and goes like 212 or something,
Yeah.
and they just hit a missile,
But not that distance is the be-all, end-all for quarterback play, but couldn't
fun.
you have gone to any other school and not been behind the guy who threw 82?
Randall was behind me. Everybody gets that
Oh.
wrong. Sam King was our starter
Uh-huh.
my senior year.
Sam King.
Sam
I don't
King
know that
from
name.
Los Angeles, and Sam's listening. He had a heart transplant recently. He's doing better. He's recovering.
All right.
So let's all think for Hank or
Good
Sam.
for him.
Sam was a starter. I was second. Alan Reynolds was third. Randall was a freshman
What?
who didn't play that year. I think he ended up actually redshirting eventually, but he wasn't going to jump in and start. He could have. He was that good, but
Right.
Sam was already there. I was already there, and they didn't need to try a freshman.
What year? What was the
Long
range of
ago.
years?
This would be 1981. We beat BYU that year. Jim McMahon was their quarterback, but he was hurt. So who's coming in? But a guy named Steve Young. And
Oh, yeah.
we beat him at Provo, 45-41. Sam played the whole way, played an amazing game. Jimmy Sandusky caught a post corner to end the game for us to win.
Shaq, I think this is your next endeavor.
Oh, I
Which
love it.
college had the best two quarterbacks at any given time? Steve Young, Jim McMahon is tough to
They
top.
were up there, and Robbie
He was up there.
Bosco might have been a freshman, no, he wouldn't have crossed over with
I'm sure-
with McMahon. But yeah,
Interesting. We should look
Do
at
you
these.
think McMahon followed all of the rules at BYU?
With the headband rules? Yeah. I think
Miami
that-
has to have. By the way, the answer has to be Miami
or
at
Alabama.
some point,
then
right?
it's- Now it's getting.
Oh, well, I guess you have three guys all in the NFL at
Yeah,
one
yeah.
point. and
I'd say-
Jalen Hurts was on the bench, right?
Right.
Yeah, when you had Hurts and Tua in the same spot.
Who put them in win, play, show order? Seahawks QBs all time.
All time.
It could be just your favorites, even. Doesn't have to be their deans.
Oh, I want to.
I don't want. I'm not ready for the order. I'm just going to get him to the finish
no,
line.
well, that's-
Hasselbeck and Russ.
Okay.
Dave Craig was really good for a bunch of
You
years. in the
picking him
80s.
more than Zorn? Over Zorn?
Where'd he
Zorn
go to
got the ball
college?
rolling. Milton College,
Milton,
which no
right.
longer exists.
Right.
Everybody always, it's just like when you say James Andrews, you have to say James Andrews from Birmingham, Alabama, right? And then Dave Craig was always Dave Craig from tiny Milton College, which no longer exists. But
Right.
And he lives here in Arizona. He'll be stopping by.
Well, maybe put him on the list.
No,
then.
Dave Craig had some Chuck Knox years, right?
Right.
Decent team. Kenny Easley playing D. Steve Largent's still there. They got a good team. And you would look in the old way they used to do the passing ratings. The all-time leaders in passing were Otto Graham, Joe Montana, and Dave Craig. And that was
Right.
for about a 5-year period.
Remember Danny White was up there too before he retired.
Yeah.
One of those, these novelty props.
All day. Any question, I'm here for you.
Okay.
Who's coming next?
Next we have Dave Craig.
No, besides him.
I wanted to know about, because you mentioned, so UNLV, so they hadn't really become the prime years of Tark, but they were still good, right? They were in the early 80s.
Well, they were really good right before I got there. I came in 79.
This
so they
is
had-
basketball?
Yeah, we just shifted to basketball. It's fine. So 76, that was they made a Final Four. Reggie Theus, that crew.
Right.
Then my years, they were kind of like good, but NIT-ish good, Then when I leave a few years later, they have that crazy,
So who's more popular with the co-eds at that point, football or basketball? Because I would think of basketball.
Basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
Baseball. We were third or fourth. We were
All right, back to football for just a second.
We're going
Then
back to
then we'll
football
go.
now.
Do you like these novelty props, or you can't be bothered?
They're fun.
Gatorade.
They're interesting.
Anthem.
I mean, no, I don't want the stupid ones. I like.
None of them are stupid.
They're all great and they're
the last
viable
game.
opportunities, but do it responsibly. No, like I like the one where you pick the winner or the points or whatever you're doing there. The over-under's fun, and then who's going to score the first touchdown, or will so-and-so gain so many yards?
That's not fun.
I don't
You
know
got-
if
you
those
have to do
qualify
those
as
too.
novelty.
Oh, you're talking about the really dumb ones.
Yeah, what's Rihanna going to wear? Her set? Can you predict an order of the songs? The anthem?
That's why they said no photography at the stadium today.
You told me you were upset about this.
Yeah,
you almost
I
didn't
wanted
come on
to
because
live
you're very-
tweet from the stadium and
Yeah,
couldn't do it. And by the way, they pulled the grass out. It's on like a conveyor thing,
right.
and they put it in so it doesn't get any frost overnight, and they take it out to take in this beautiful
right?
Arizona sun.
That's okay. So I was going to ask you, what piece of information did you learn?
I don't know if I was even supposed to say that,
Wow.
but I did. They said don't shoot certain things. I can't tell you what they were because I think it
This
had
is
to
an
do
open carry state. They don't even let you shoot. This is so
You can't do
weird.
anything but that. Okay, don't you dare talk about our grass field. Yeah. So there's another field close by, and we're gonna do the Malcolm Butler bit and the David Tyree. We're working with him. Remember the
Right.
helmet catch?
Sure.
Two of the most memorable plays in the history of football happened right here.
That's right.
And right, and again, the curse play would have replaced the Malcolm Butler one if Marshawn Lynch runs that ball in at some point in the 4 downs.
Were you wearing flip-flops earlier today when you went to the stadium or no?
Yes. He's referencing my flip-flops, which I wear. They're pretty burned out, too, but they fit so well. So I have a ruined ankle from football. I broke it the year before we were talking about, 1980, at Oregon on the last play of the game. And I played one more year. I came back because you're young, you don't care.
That big
Sure.
toe is about 11 inches long.
Yeah. So,
That's crazy.
yeah, a lot of weird stuff going on right now at the set. But I'm most comfortable to protect my ankle so it doesn't blow up and injure
I
and
get
hurt. And so I'd like to be barefoot. I think wearing flip-flops is a concession already.
Yeah.
And then I wear a brace. We can now talk about my foundation if
Let's
you'd like.
please do it.
I wear the brace to, play golf or run or play flag football or whatever.
I
Let's talk
forget
about
the guy's
foundation.
name.
Yeah.
You say, what was his name? King, the guy in front of you.
Sam King,
Sam
free
King.
shout out.
Sam King.
Los Angeles, LA West.
So
LA West represent.
Slinging Sammy King is number 1 on the depth chart.
He
Maine
wore
is
number
2.
one also.
Did he really? That's neat. Keeps things nice and easy to follow. And then Randall Cunningham is down there. I asked Chad Henne and Gardner Minshew, name drop times 2, what your mindset is if you're the backup QB, because you don't want to go into the Super Bowl because that would spell bad news for the team. But it would be cool professionally, but that's a big spot to get dropped into to save the day. And then they both backed out of it by saying, like, I'd like to be in victory formation at the end of the game. Like, all right, you get the spirit of what I'm saying. How do you play backup?
It sucks.
And then be like, I got to go in now because the guy's hurt? And you never see that in the Super Bowl either. It never happens that the QB gets hurt in the big game.
Or back in my day, it was more, he's not playing that great, we're losing, go give it a try, or we're getting murdered, you go in. But no, backup sucks because you work just as hard. Hopefully you help the team, right? Like I helped the defense by throwing against them and contributed in some way and pushed the number 1 to be better. So, and Sam would say those things. But yeah, it's like the old Jim Bouton quote, you want somebody to do well, but not at your expense. But no, I love Sam, I rooted for Sam, but you're competitive. You want to be the guy out there. I didn't want him to play poorly, so I got a chance. But if he did, I did. And
Although
I was pretty
NIL
average.
for a backup would be a sweet deal. Somehow. If you
Oh
had
my
an
God,
NIL
Sage
deal,
Rosenfels,
Yeah.
good friend. He talks about and freely admits I had a pretty cool thing. I got in when I got in sometimes, but he lasted for how long? Like 10, 12?
Yeah,
13 years.
sure. Yeah.
Banked his
Post-it
money.
notes or Office Depot, like just the clipboard related
Yeah,
chart
everything's
the plays.
sponsorships.
Yeah, backup supposed to chart the plays. But
Do have we ever had a backup come in? Obviously, Hostetler wasn't the starter.
Kruzak came in 10 after Bradshaw got knocked out
In Super
on
Bowl
the
10.
64-yard
And that's
game
the
winner
only
to
time,
Swine.
right?
You're talking about within the game?
Within
I'm
the
talking
game.
in the game.
Okay,
I mean,
that's
it
the
certainly
only
has to
rule.
happen.
So
but
I
yeah.
think that's the only time in 56 years. So that's 112 starting quarterbacks.
I
One
marvel
of
at
them's
this
been
all the
knocked
time.
out?
Isn't it crazy that
Yeah.
injuries
Did I just
happen to
jinx this
QBs
one?
all
I'm
the
about
time?
We're
to
gonna see
knock
Chad Henne.
on
Talking about
wood.
We're going to see Chad Henne now. Yeah. Wow.
My foundation. You
Yes,
were
let's
talking
hear
about
it.
my ankle. It's a
Yeah.
good story. So, like I said, I ruined my ankle. I got old, and then I found this guy in Gig Harbor, Washington. He makes this amazing device, and it lets you do things you can't do otherwise. So it doesn't fix anything, but it displaces the pressure on the joint. So Gretchen and I started a foundation. It's called Run Freely, RUNFREELY, runfreely.org. Tell your rich friends, and then we raise money and we buy a brace for the next veteran
Great.
in line.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
See? So benevolent.
Jamal
Does it all.
Crawford is my #1 benefactor.
Is that right?
He's given the most.
Wow. How much?
30 grand or so.
That's a lot.
Beat it by $1, Sal.
I'll do it. Well, we'll see how this game turns out.
I'm
Give us-
staying all day. I'm not leaving.
Give us your winner. I know you're not leaving. I'm going to finish with you.
Bet on a backup coming in. I bet that's a pretty good payout.
I would, if I had to bet a penny, because I think it's such an even game that any result will not surprise me. One of them might blow the other out. That won't surprise me. It might be close. That won't, because they're both so good. But
Wow, you're going to build a lot of heat with this
all
take.
that
here.
said, Philadelphia, just by a little bit.
Interesting. Okay. A little, not one, though. At least two.
Just win. Money line win.
Okay.
With
All right.
the over-under
A little
thing
bit
and the
a
first guy to
half,
score.
Or just a
See,
little
that's
bit.
what's scary.
They're going to win by, what's the number now?
1 3/4.
They're going to win by 3.
All right. Fair enough. George Santos, 501 to win MVP. You buying it at all?
George Santos is busy right now doing the after-action report on the balloon incident. So don't bother him because he's got work to do.
All right. I'm not going to say goodbye to you. We're going to take a quick
No, I'm
break.
staying as
You
long as you
stay,
need me.
and then we're going to give play of the day, and then we could all get out of here together.
Oh, you're quitting? I'm the last. This is the last
Yeah, this
block?
is it. Yeah,
I just
know.
gotta say,
I know how it is
The
with you.
Z block.
I'm proud of Dave,
Are we going to
man.
do fixes?
I'm proud of Dave. Sitting next to a near barefooted man.
I was gonna close it with that.
My
Wait,
bad.
you
I'm,
have
That's
I'm
okay.
classy.
phobias or
My bad,
Not
Sal.
That's all right.
phobia.
Kenny, just show him how big that toe
No, I
is. Please
saw.
bring it up into frame
I-
a little bit.
I took a quick
Bring it a
look. That's
little
all
higher.
I
I
have
needed.
medical dispensation to wear these flip-flops. I don't give a
I,
question.
just show him.
And I have a foundation
It's
that
a
helps
free
veterans.
country. You
I'll
don't have to
lift it.
please me.
Hold on.
I don't have to like it, though. I don't want
No,
it.
it's definitely worth it. Oh!
I see
Ow!
it. I see the pinky toe.
Oh, look at that thing.
Looks like two toes combined.
he
It's so
hates
it's
bare
so
feet.
wide.
I feel
hates bare feet.
victimized and marginalized.
Okay.
And what's another
We're
word?
gonna calm you down. We're gonna get you some therapy
I swore
over
to
this
you
break.
said we could swear.
I know,
And
yes,
that
you
was
can.
a perfect moment for that word.
You know what's
Yeah, the
funny?
first one?
You know what was a weird
that I
period?
can't throw to a break?
No. The 80s. The 80s start with Tony Franklin's arrival. Barefoot.
Let's go
and
back
then
to
they go out.
1963.
Then they go. Then by 1990,
Cooke.
that's the last you see of a barefoot kicker. That was a very strange decade.
That was kind of cool, though.
But
did they
what?
even
But
do
how
that?
weird? Who
If they had
who figured
monster
that
toes
out?
like
Wait.
Maine, there'd be
Here's
so
one
many
for
more.
you. Robbie Gold, who's
Yeah.
a very good kicker, used to play for Chicago, right?
Right.
And my dad would always bring this up. He was weirder than me even, and he would talk about this rule in football: the fair catch, free kick. Little known rule. Say the game's going, it's the end of the half, end of the game, whatever. Somebody's punting from their goal line. Guy makes a fair catch at midfield.
Mm-hmm.
You literally say, "Hey, we're going to kick a free kick now." They got to get it back.
I think Belichick
No rush.
employed
It's been
this.
used.
Yeah.
But when we did the Robbie Gold story, telling people about this arcane rule,
Did you not
it
know?
happened the very next week. I forget what game, but it happened right away.
Really?
Interesting.
Wow.
So we're helping.
Yeah.
It's knowledge. We're just passing it on. Show's still going, guys. Don't think it's over because it's not. We're never going to break.
All right, watch this, watch this. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. All right, we are, in fact, back with the great Kenny Mayne. He's got his toes out. He takes care of his nails, at least.
Yeah, I
Shaq,
just had
right?
a pedicure.
You did?
Yeah.
Do you really do that?
3 days ago. What do you mean? I do it like every 2 weeks.
Well, you go and you pay
You
somebody.
never had a pedicure,
Not
Sal?
never once. No.
Dave?
It's one of the greatest things ever.
Oh, I've
Yeah.
never had.
I
That.
had one on my 30th birthday. I'm
Really?
with you.
I can't even touch my toes early. How am I going to clip my nails? I got somebody else to give them
I'm
money.
with
Feels
you.
like
The
prima
pedicure.
donna behavior.
Yeah, I
Get
know.
Oh,
rubbed.
do you get a haircut?
Well, that you're asking the wrong guy.
Martin gets 3. We discussed this. Martin tries to get about 3 a month. Shaq and I have given up on our hair. I just go to the sports clip now. Shaq does his own.
I do my own hair.
What's
You wouldn't have
going on
known
there?
So no, he doesn't get a haircut.
My point is, it's another service. It's a grooming service. Do you go pedicure, manicure? Have you ever had a manicure?
He's
right
asking
there.
off
Raise your
yes.
hand if you've had a manicure or a pedicure.
Well, I mean, you're asking ladies.
Everybody has had one.
Well,
Really?
me-
Spaghetti?
I was about to say, you're asking
Nobody
Spaghetti.
gets their nails like
my God.
Okay, a lot of
No,
haters here.
Therese.
I
So
think it's weird to have another human being rub you for money.
you think massage therapy is wrong?
I mean, I don't know if it's wrong. I'm saying for me, I don't
How
want
about
to.
dentistry?
I'm
Somebody's
not a
in your
prince.
mouth
What
with
am I? I get rubbed by another
Where's your
human
line?
being? That's
Where do you draw
weird.
the line? Dentistry? That's a
There are
good
some
question.
specialized doctors that you'd really take issue with.
How about an eye test where you just guess G, I don't know, B, you know.
Worst
Too
kind of
invasive.
doctor to be.
You know, in Washington State,
Oh, God.
to get your license renewed on the internet, you just claim that your site is still good.
What do you mean? What kind
You
of
I
license?
verify by
Medical?
checking this box because you're supposed to take an eye test for your license, right?
Oh, right.
But if you
oh,
tell
your
them,
driver's license.
and that mine's great, Washington State. So thank you for helping me out on that.
Let's
internet.
give our plays of the day so
Oh,
Kenny can get
we're
out
not
of
go-
here and
not
get some
going anywhere.
shoes. We're not going to get
I'm
anywhere.
parked here.
Let me
I'll
ask
be
you
here
this.
before you come back tomorrow.
Does LeBron
Get him a blankie.
I'm like Malcolm Butler,
You
lives
stay
in the end zone,
overnight?
gets his mail there.
The night could be long here and lonely. So yeah.
Here's the thing. If LeBron scores 36 tonight,
I think he does it.
you do.
Yeah.
I have it on the Thursday game, the TNT game against the Bucks, Kareem's old squad. It's still a home game.
I already called that he's going to do a sky hook to finish it off.
I saw reports that he's
really?
been practicing the sky hook.
Oh,
I put
no.
it in the universe a week
Really?
ago.
That'd be
I
nice.
want some credit. Thank you.
Wow. Interesting.
Free pedicures and manicures right over here, our cousin Sal.
He should go out on stilts if he really wants to rub it into.
So what else? What else? What else can you take credit for? The free catch, fair kick
Yeah.
afterwards.
Yeah.
LeBron hook shot. What else is there?
All 50 states in under 30 seconds.
There you go.
The king was Kareem. It's funny that LeBron's been given that moniker, right?
Yeah.
Because my day, the king was, or they call him Cap, right? Do you guys like Winning Time, by the way?
I did like it. It grew on me. I didn't
I
like it.
loved it.
You did?
I mean, it's fictionalized in certain spots. I don't know if Jerry West loves the show so much, but
Yeah, I know. yeah.
I
Well,
can't get
I think
he-
they made
he
it up
does
for
it.
him. They put him on a trophy, one of those ancillary trophies,
Yeah.
right? And one that he would, I guess he would smash if he had gotten it himself. But according to
who
the
knows?
series.
They took some liberties. Definitely. Back in the old days, the old Seattle Coliseum, which is now the Climate Pledge Arena, beautiful building if you get a chance, Kraken, Storm, all that. So the old Coliseum used to have this catwalk thing, and you'd get to the very top of the gym. It's where, like, for concerts, they had the spotlights. But I'd sit up there to watch the game, and you'd watch the Lakers fast break back in that day.
Yeah.
It was what a thrill, like a privilege to see Magic,
Right.
Cooper, Worthy, Kareem. Those were good days.
So we shouldn't be that excited about this LeBron guy, you're saying?
LeBron's, I mean, somebody pointed out today that he and Kareem, Malone, where does it go after that? You should know. You know everything.
points?
Kobe? I
No.
don't know.
Well,
Total points?
what they were saying
Oscar
is
up
that
there? I don't
after
know.
you stop, after the fourth guy or whatever it is,
Yep.
there's a gap of like
The gap
10,000
changes.
points to the next guy.
Oh,
It's
really?
crazy. Yeah.
I love those kind of things.
Yeah.
I love that for 20 years, 3 guys won the scoring title in the NHL. Gretzky won a lot of them. Lemieux won a bunch of them, and Yager. Those 3
Just traded
dominated it for 20 years.
We, Kareem,
Maybe
LeBron,
not that interesting.
Warren Moon talked about his grip on the football as being aided by the fact he got manicures. Warren Moon.
Is that
Ooh.
right? All right, I'm all in
It's on
now.
tape.
That
I'm
kind of
all in
makes
now.
sense.
I'm
That's
going
surprising.
LeBron over
Supple,
3.5
you know?
Oh, we're
turnovers
talking
tonight.
about LeBron again.
We're just giving our plays of the day. By the time anyone listens to this, it'll be long gone.
What are the plays?
3.5 turnovers.
Oh, we're not showing
if
highlights.
he,
You mean like
yeah,
play,
no,
like
no.
action?
It means something else in
Okay,
your world.
okay.
Our
I
best
thought we were
pick.
going to see guys dunking
Pick of
and
the
somebody
day.
doing foosball.
You
and-
could call the pivotal play
Yeah,
in the
okay.
game that hasn't happened
But-
yet after we give our play of the day.
What's the play of the day?
I'm going LeBron over 3.5 turnovers. If he gets to the 36, which I don't think he will, Martin also likes the under there. I think it's going to come at a price. He had 4 against the Knicks, 5 against the Spurs. No,
Well, I mean,
no
I think it's a
turnovers?
curmudgeon bet. What kind
Whatever.
of bet is that? You're betting against
you know what it
LeBron
is?
on
It's
a
a winner.
special night?
It's a winner.
Okay.
Maybe he gets it.
I've learned
6
some
against
Sal.
the
Don't
These
pass
curmudgeon
Sal.
bets.
That's
Over and a half.
Some of these
3.5
curmudgeon bets, you know what they do? They cash.
There
I'm
you
taking
go.
LeBron under 32.5 points tonight.
Beautiful.
Under 32
All
He's
right,
going to break
Shaq?
it first quarter, 7 minutes left in Milwaukee.
Now this is going to be Blackhawks over 3.5 goals. Or
No,
something
I'm
stupid.
gonna
Federico
stay
Federico.
closer to
Yeah.
home. The Pittsburgh Penguins are back in action
That's
after
not
what feels
closer
like
to
about
home.
3 weeks.
You live in LA.
And you know what? They have a tall order in on the banks of the 3 rivers. The Colorado Avalanche are paying a visit. The
Okay.
defending
I like
champions.
that.
I say the Penguins win on the money line, but you know what? Let's not just survive. Let's live. Ricky Raquel for a goal. a parlay plus 360.
All
Penguins
right.
win it at home.
I'm turning to Gaelic football in Ireland. Kilkenny against Southampton. Kilkenny giving 1.5.
We did do. Wow, that's good. We did during the pandemic. Those really, really lean months.
We were betting on Fauner Park, and
You would send me. What was it? It
I
was
was
like,
giving you pictures of
camel
Roy
racing and
Rogers
stuff.
down. Yeah, no, what's his name? Will Rogers. Yeah,
Yeah,
American
one of the
poet.
Rogers.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was Korean
I think it
baseball.
was Fred
happening.
Rogers, Mr.
Remember
yeah.
Korean baseball?
Oh, yeah.
ESPN at the time, we were showing a movie from like 9 to 11.
Right.
Then we'd come on and interview. It'd be a sports movie, and joining us now is so and so. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was something, that old thing. But it's all over now, isn't it?
Not yet. We'll all be back. we'll all be
Korean
back.
baseball.
You know my
All right.
favorite thing I've ever covered?
What is it?
Not your feet.
Irish.
It's not
I
nice.
didn't know he had a
You got-
phobia about.
You gotta be nice to
Are
the
you bothered
guests.
that people have T-shirts on or showing their neck?
Yeah.
It's
Should we-
not my thing. It's a
Okay.
free. You do what you want to
I
do.
know.
My,
I'm doing
you
it-
don't need
mine's
my.
not
Not really a
approval.
free country. Yeah.
It's a relatively free country.
Yeah.
Certain states they're burning books at this point, but shout out Florida. Yeah. What was the question?
I don't know.
Oh,
No, you were
favorite
starting
thing.
going to-
So
yeah.
Irish road bowling, they take an iron ball that weighs like 2 pounds.
Yeah.
Two guys from two little towns come together and they face off. They have to throw an iron ball 1.25 miles, one throw at a time. And it's basically like golf. You throw, he throws,
Wow.
whoever's out
A
throws.
1.25 miles.
And there's hundreds of people following. There's sheep. There's pints of beer. There's everything. It's
Mm-hmm.
Irish road bowling. You can Google it.
Wow. And you covered it, but you can't bet it. You can't.
They were betting, yeah.
Oh, bet, just
I don't know
nothing
that
legal.
it's
Caesars
legal. I
doesn't
don't know
have
if it's
anything else.
sanctioned. No.
Yeah.
Oh, we
Gotcha.
do it. We like to, we're trying to perpetuate the idea of spaghetti versus meatballs. Our two weightlifting younger fellas
sure.
here.
To do
We
what?
could have a celebrity now that you're lifting. Maybe Kenny Mayne could make a celebrity appear. You three could compete in that game. Just throw the ball.
Well,
Isn't
he
that
already
shot
said
putting on a
70
golf course, basically? Is that what we're
70
talking
yards.
about? Shot.
Throwing, I would do.
Ken,
lifting
I don't know
up.
if you could
I'm
throw
maintenance.
70. Do you know what 70 is? Like,
I
you
can't.
know,
I didn't say I could do it
what-
today.
no, yeah.
42 years ago.
No, but what could you do in a month? What
I'll
did
see
you
you in
say?
80 years. Hey, come out, kids.
You said 60 in a month. You could.
Yeah.
Do it?
If we put money on it and I can train for it and
Yeah.
like,
All right, let's do it. I want
okay,
to see 60.
we'll find
out
a
of you.
place.
I don't think you know what 60 yards is.
It's going to be. I'll probably fail, but I'll try.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Those are my favorite types of bets. Kenny, give us the address
I
right
like
now.
it when you're at a gaming table
Yeah.
and you say to them, "Do you want to just give me half right now? We'll call off the bet." Like, try to coax the chips out of the lady.
You know,
and
my
they're not
big-
looking. There's no VAR. Like what?
My big move is if I win like $37, I'm like, can I have someone escort me to the room, please? And I ask and ask until somebody gives me a straight answer. Like,
At the Breeders' Cup in Chicago, Arlington Racecourse, this guy Spike tells me to bet the crypto clearance bred horse Volponi in the mud because great mud breeding, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, yeah, have a good day. And I'm laughing at him like, what an idiot. Volponi, of course, wins at 45 to 1. I see him as we come back to our rental cars. We just happen to come. He's got so much money. It's like it's just stuffed in a winter parka. So I want to be that guy someday and be escorted to the
Yeah.
room. I like to tip him $5 and say, "This is financial freedom, lady." Okay. So thanks for having me. Give me a 5.
let's be that guy. Let's bet LeBron.
Let's do some more
over the-
betting.
more
Is there any
betting.
time to the shows? Is it just it's a whatever?
I think
it's
we're
a
over.
Soft
I
out.
think that some of these people want to
These
eat.
guys aren't
They've been
even
here
rolling.
since
There's
6:30
people
in
that
the
used to
morning.
work here that have literally left to get pedicures.
You pushed it too hard.
You've done it again.
Are you? Yeah.
I'm just here for you. You invited me.
Are
I
you
said, "Hell
in
yeah."
on the pedicure industry? I bet that's
I
what
want
you're doing,
to be.
right? This is
no,
all
I want to open
cahoots.
you know, like pho, how do they say it? Like Vietnamese, the soup,
Yeah.
it has noodle. Sage made this up. We're going to call it 24, I can't say it. 24 hour.
24 hour.
And it's all around the country. It's franchised.
I like
didn't execute my pitch. If I were on that shark
okay.
show, I'm out. I lose right away. What's it called? Shark
Tank.
Shark Tank.
That sucked. Edit that part out. That was terrible.
Well, you do have this charity, and this is you're good at pitching, and it's worthwhile. And give us that address one more time. look! I'm trying to be serious. You can't. This is your thing.
The address of the website
Yes.
to support veterans if you have a heart.
Yes.
RUNFREELY, runfreely.org. You're helping somebody get out of pain. If you win any of these crazy prop bets, even the plays of the day, take that.
Sorry, you made that up. I forget. You made that up.
No,
You and Bucci Grass made that up.
no, ours was called Top Play. And it was always like frisbee golf. If somebody ever ran and caught a ball in the outfield, it was like they're supposed to. They're supposed to. They have a mitt.
Right.
They're being paid millions of
Try
dollars.
and do it in
I
flip-flops.
would hope that they can make it harder. Like, I'm going to go to the Arizona Diamondbacks thing. We have a relationship with them as well.
Mm-hmm.
Next time I do a first pitch, I want to go to right field, like Ichiro, just one hop to the plate.
What is it? Yeah.
Pitching sucks. It's so hard. You got there, you're nervous. I don't have a leg kick. I ruined ankle. Like, I just want to throw. So let me be free.
What did
Joining us here on the Sal
you did
Show.
golf? You
We're
golfed
in overtime.
yesterday.
We're in stoppage
Did
time.
you golf against Wingo?
Yeah, Wingo killed me.
Did you bet?
No.
Well, what a waste. What? Why would you even go?
Well, he'd have to give me a lot of strokes.
Fine, whatever.
Friday, I played out of my mind. First 9, all those lessons. I took lessons recently. I called my friends, look what I did, and then I just garbage after that. Then the coyotes showed up, almost killed us. We almost perished. but we're here. I'm playing on Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday.
During the game? That'd be something.
In the morning.
That'd be a baller move.
Yeah. What time does the game kick off?
6:30 something Eastern, somewhere like that.
What are we? They don't. Do they change the clocks here or something? They don't change the clocks.
They don't decide till the day.
Sometimes
before.
they're
I tell
west.
you what, it's been messing with me.
Yeah, Indiana has like a split in part of the state.
Oh, is that
so,
right?
You know, you could be across the street from somebody.
They change it whenever they want. They
and there's
decide.
a place in Canada with a half-hour deal.
Really?
Yeah.
Let's go there.
Google it.
That's your next story.
I guess that place just makes up the time like we make up the time of this podcast.
Yeah.
Like.
All right. Well, we're gonna end it now. No, we're not.
Airing exclusively. Hey, we're still going.
That's gonna do it.
Don't
Kenny
even.
Mayne.
No.
Visit the site.
We're
Visit
getting the
charity.
hook.
Follow him. He's gonna play golf on Sunday.
Are you
He's
gonna wear
gonna get a
shoes when you play
manicure
golf?
on
Yeah, I wear
Saturday.
shoes and a brace. I told you that story.
It's
Final
gonna do
words.
it.
Here's
Another
my play of the day.
episode of Extra
Kraken by
Points.
3.
Listen, you may feel like underdogs. Kenny Mayne, you specifically, but I want you to know you're my favorite.